welcome to another Daily Digest video. I'm Merriam, and today I'm continuing my forays into Standard, this time playing a control deck, but a blue-red control deck, really. We're splashing white for Teferi, obviously like the card that has taken over control in Standard and cast out as an additional removal spell, but I like how Teferi works so well with the 2-mana red removal spells. Got Harness Lightning and Abrade. Aether Hub obviously helps the mana base, and then you have Glimmer and Harness Lightning to support it, so and I like Magma Spray. People are playing a lot of cards that are good against Seal Away, which is the initial pairing with Teferi, things like History of Benalia and Scrap Heap Scrounger, and Heart of Kirin. And they're also just playing a bunch of Disenchants, so getting some removal that isn't enchantment-based is good. We do miss out on some sweepers, but we'll see how big of a problem that is. Shoofly. This hand on the play I think is fine. We do want to make land ups. One of them cycles at least, and we have early interactions, so I'll keep this. See what our opponent does with theirs, keeping 7 as well. We'll lead on this. And then we'll play the island next turn, unless we draw a Spirebluff Canal. A basic forest. Interesting. See if this is a mono green deck. Usually they splash for Scrap Heap Scrounger. Yep, and there's Woodland Cemetery. Hopefully this is a Scrounger. Patra. Interesting. I'm going to scatter this just in case I need to syncopate something that will definitely stay exiled. Or that needs to stay exiled. I guess we'll play this Advantage now, so it enters untapped. But I'm going to try to Field of Ruin pretty quickly to take my opponent off black. I guess they're not a mono green deck now that we've seen a Patra. This is a different deck. Ooh, do nothing. Love it when they take a turn off. Give me plenty of time. Going to leave a white up in case I draw a cast out. Want to cycle out? I do not. Not sure exactly what my opponent is up to, but they can't play a card through sync. Oh no, I can't syncopate and search because I only have the one blue source. Yeah, I'm going to play it safe then and just lay on the search next turn. We'll just play Field of Ruin here. I just don't want them to land like a... I don't know what they could have, even though they play Patra and that doesn't really go with Karn. People just put Karn into everything. But I fall behind to some creatures and I have the hour to clean up, so that's not too... concerning. Gaunty Lord of Luxury. So that's going to be a good one to syncopate. Why don't I do this? Oh no, I can't. Oh man. Oh, I messed this up. I can't Field of Ruin into syncopate for 1 because that leaves them a mana. Okay, well I guess I'm going to counter this to deny them the card. And I guess we'll have to play Search this turn and hope we don't get too punished. Ooh, well now I might just want to Glimmer. Yeah, now I'm just going to Glimmer. A tapped land. They still have 5 cards. That's concerning. What the... Oh, it's just a 2/2 that doesn't really do a whole lot. We can just Abrade that on our turn. So that's fine. Looks like our opponent is some sort of weird Reanimator deck. I'm not sure if I want these at all. I kind of want the cast out because I'm not sure what my opponent's doing. But I also just want to dig towards the Teferi, so we'll bottom the land. And there is a land. Do that one. And why don't I Abrade this one? So leaves them with 4 cards. And we have 5 in the graveyard for this search. We can get a 6th on upkeep with Field of Ruin, which could be relevant. If I want to flip this immediately, which I think I do. Okay. I guess I'll just deal with the desert even though there's no way it's relevant. Get another island, which I wanted anyway. And we'll get another blue source from the search. And we'll still have 5 mana up. Yes, definitely bin the land. Definitely transform search. Disallow is a great draw. And now I am very, very far ahead. I have 4 great cards in hand and an Escanta against whatever 5 cards they have. And they just have a bunch of removal, I guess. Definitely an advantage of playing this style of deck. Sure, I'll take a Magma Spray. Commit is another fine one. Now I'm just going to try to play the rest of this game very quickly to make up some time. If my opponent makes me play it out all the way to the very end, it's going to take a while. That's fine. See if they have another land to go with it. That is not fine. Not fine at all. Yeah, they're doing some black-green graveyard value nonsense, and we're just going to break up their synergies and easily win. Let's just find a Teferi. There it is. Any order. Any order at all. And now they are very dead. Plus my Teferi. And untap some lands. What else you got? Just going to turbo ultimate this Teferi. And yeah, let's get this pull. That's what will exile all their lands once I ultimate it. Play this line tapped. Still behind by about 2.5 minutes. Oh, and I have to discard this one, whatever. Sure. Do they really have just like 6 removal spells in their hand? Sure. What else? Okay, they're just conceding. Perfect. So we got plenty of time for games 2 and 3. Just to make sure that I have time, I'm definitely going to try to transform into more of a mid-range deck here. Not sure how much I need these sprays. I probably do. They seem like a deck that has Scrounger, and they have that 4-drop that's a... Yeah, I mean, if they're just a creature deck, I'm just going to bring this in. Hours might be relevant. Syncopate seems like one of the weaker cards. Can probably trim it to Teferi with all these other win conditions. Don't really need this. Still need to cut 4 cards. Maybe I don't. They're not that aggressive. I probably just don't need Whirlers to kill them. The Gear Hulks will be enough. Probably, I don't know, trim a Disallow. Probably just don't need this other Abrade. I don't really know. My deck seems so well positioned in this matchup, I don't really think I need to do much. I guess they could have like Arguel's Bloodfast in the post-board games. That could be annoying. Maybe I should be more prepared for that. This hand looks great. 3 lands, plenty of interaction, have all my colors. All the check marks. They're starting on an if near dead lands. I will play farmland. And see if they have a... This a turn 2 Scrounger would be kind of nice. Patra, that is also fine. I guess I actually have to deal with this, otherwise it makes a 1/1. Okay, well, I'm going to Hardest Lightning it to use my mana more efficiently here, and to save the spray for a potential Scrounger. Like if they play something I can spray next turn, I can spray and hold up Essence Scatter, and then hold up Disallow after playing the tapped farmland. Let's see what they're up to. Slimefoot. Okay, well that's something I have to Harness Lightning. If they want to just make a 1/1, I think that's fine. I can deal with the 1/1 eventually, but I don't want them to resolve something like a Gonti or something else sweet, so I won't kill this main phase. A Rishkar. I kind of want to Essence Scatter this because it leaves multiple 3/3s. Yep. We'll just take 2. Eventually, they'll have a turn where they run out, or we'll get to kill Slimefoot, or they'll place, or we'll get to double spell. Ooh, search for Escanta. Sure. I don't know if they play. I guess we're like a little vulnerable to Gonti now, but I want to get more lands. Oh no, this is absolutely perfect for us. Just playing Journey to Eternity. We'll get the clean 2-for-1, untap with multiple disallows and search active and search going. And this game should be pretty academic from here. Sure, I just want to transform this search. Ooh, that's a good one. Even though it means missing a land drop likely, don't really need the land drops yet. And this Glimmer is pretty good. What else do you have? Ovia, that's fine. I'll just spray this. Bontu. I guess I'll disallow that. That could get annoying. This actually lets me flip search this turn too if I spray the Ovia. And they're down to 2 cards. And yes, that can go. Transform. Kind of wanted the land. Maybe and I'm going to Glimmer this turn. Maybe I'm supposed to just take the land and get to Scry again next turn. Probably Scry away this Field of Ruin. Looks like they have a 5-drop in their hand if they play a Cycling Desert. It's going to be a while before they ever get to use this. I'll probably find a removal spell before then, so I'm just going to let that resolve. Because if I find a scatter off this Glimmer, I'll scatter it. Yeah, let's just top. I have enough. Yeah, I have 6 mana, which is enough to fairy and then hold up Disallow. Yeah, this thing's just a 4-mana 2/2 now. Play this Teferi. Oh, that's a good one. And untap some lands. Oh, I guess I should have untapped a Field of Ruin. I'm actually a red mana short of using this, casting this Chandra. Whatever. I mean, I'm just so far ahead. Yeah, that one's not resolving. So that thing's a legendary creature? Sure. Yeah, that was the 5-drop they had. Not surprised. I shouldn't be able to just main phase the Field of Ruin. No, even better. And get a mountain. And cast this one. Make some manas. Harness Lightning this thing. Sure. And then have Dissolve up, Disallow up. Actual perfects. Yeah. Doesn't want to play on. The Chandra is going to end the game in short order. While I just draw 3 cards a turn between Azcanta and Teferi. 2 pretty easy games there against a less than competitive deck. I mean, they're trying to set up cool sorcery speed synergies, putting auras on vulnerable creatures against a deck with a bunch of good cheap removal and counter spells, and that's just not going to work. They had a little bit more like graveyard synergy, more recursion that works by itself. I'm not even sure if they have Scrounger in their deck. Then maybe they could have gotten something going, but as is, they didn't. We're able to just play our removal spells appropriately, time them, and take the game over with Planeswalkers and card draw pretty easily. Red removal there worked very nicely. Works really nicely with Chandra and Teferi. Super efficient. Mana wasn't a problem in either game, which is another worry of going multiple 3 colors. You're probably a little bit vulnerable in the straight mirror, or like pseudo mirror against blue-white, because the red removal isn't very good there, but Whirler is really good after board in that matchup, so I don't know. Deck seems cool. Hope you enjoyed watching the video, and you can come back and see me on Friday. Bye.